Hello there, guys. We are going to be jumping straight into the action here as we see CyberMD versus SD Invicta. Obviously, for CyberMD, they are currently 5-2. This will be their last game of the season, but you've got to expect 5 wins. They should be securing a place in playoffs, whereas for SD Invicta, it's going to really come down right to the final matchup as they're currently 3-3 with 2 games to go. We need to see them find both of them to confirm a place in playoffs. But this is going to be an absolutely amazing matchup, and straight away, I'm loving what we're seeing on the pistol round. It's just sheer gunfight. It's raw aim. It's raw talent. That's all we're seeing. But as the dust settles, CyberMD come out of it in a much better situation. Lean can, in fact, get the bomb down towards A. Oh, spotted one on the cross towards CT. Ansari, 20 HP. Just going to tap the bomb. No swing coming through. They know it's a fake. Just going to be planting here. I like this from CyberMD. Just making sure, you know what? He's got it. Although he's got a Glock, let's not be rude. Let's not kind of show too much here. We'll allow them to plant the bomb, swing together as 3, and then just make sure we win the round. And I do really like that. Yes, SD Invicta, it means, you know, they can reinvest. They can opt for a force. We're going to be seeing Galil's, maybe an AK on someone. But I like the type of play where you do see them just give up the bomb. They show their opponents respect because realistically, you've got one player who's 20 HP. It's going to be close quarters gunfights. And the Glock can ring on true. The Glock can really win those type of rounds because all it takes is a couple bullets and bang, that's a round completely different. Yes, you got 2 people full HP, but all it takes is those headshots. And I feel like the pistol round, that's one in which you see the most electric clutches. You see the most consistent clutches just due to the fact that it's always going to be those one-hit headshots. SD Invicta, though, they don't opt to force. They want to bring out the best weaponry in the next, and I do like that type of play. I feel like sometimes, yes, you got the bomb down, but instead of going for Galils and AKs, oh, I love that, the shot of the flash. Oh, wait, I think it landed on top of the awning. Oh, that is unfortunate. Litovka not going to be too happy with that, but oh well. But yeah, I feel like sometimes you get drawn into the force with the bomb plant. Obviously, we see it with teams when they have that full loss bonus, and there's always some slight limitations. You're going to be operating with Galils, maybe 1 AK, a couple of Deagles, and it's not really the situation you are going to guarantee a round, especially against, you know, 3M4s, the FAMAS, the UMP. I think it's sometimes the better play to do what SD Invicta have done. Just opt for an eco here and try and make things work. Spardaus. Ooh, okay. Nightman rotates in, but always does find one. Tap of the bomb now. Litovka does find the frag. The 3 and 4s have been saved, so that's one thing that CyberMD are going to be very happy with. But look, this is why SD Invicta didn't invest. They want the AKs in utility. They want the AWP and always. They want all of these premium weapons. And now it's going to be a real gunfight between the two. Near enough, no limitations on either side. Obviously, you'd have to ever so slightly favour SD Invicta because they've got the AWP, but I'm sure these M4s can make things work, and I'm loving the aggression that we're already seeing from CyberMD. They take this control towards long, and Vorrain tries to find an opener before the smoke comes through, but seems as though it might go progressing through it. Oh, Vorrain, this could be perfect. Lean is somewhat aware of Vorrain's aggression, so he will just back away. Simple flash there. T's grouping towards middle currently. They're going to have to deal with Vorrain first, though. Soft tick. Playing very interesting position. It could, in fact, creep their way out mid to B. That'd be a real risk. Vorrain still tucked here into the cubby. Long under the control of CyberMD. We do have Litovka on the cart. The A defense isn't going to be perfect, but Vorrain finally shows himself. He's been spotted. Flashbang going to come over. Won't blind him. We'll send... Ooh. Questioning whether to send the second one, but oh, Litovka's flash is brilliant. They give up the A bomb site, though. But in the retake, they will have that man advantage. SD Invicta potentially Just need to get a player like always posted up towards long, and that's exactly what's happening here. It isn't going to be the easiest of retakes, but they have got the numbers. They've got a bit of util to work with, and it's all going to be about timing. Flashbang coming over, and oh, look at the kills. 2 going the way of CyberMD. Sparthouse does find Nightman. Searching for another here. Ansari just running out of bullets. Got a player on the bomb site. Soft tick does take them down, though. The bomb is planted for sure. They have got kits in play. They do take down Sparthouse as well. The AWP can be saved, and CyberMD, they are looking amazing here. 3 rounds in a row on the CT side of Dust 2. A great performance from them, but it's all about, can they keep this going? Obviously, I mentioned earlier on, CyberMD, this is more about seeding what they're playing for currently. Obviously, definitely want to get that final win under the belt, finish with a 6-2 record, get yourself as high up in that top 16 as possible to face an easier opponent in those round of 16s. But CyberMD, as this isn't so important for them, potentially you think in certain situations they might take their foot off the gas. They might not be as pressured as their opponents. It seems as though SD and Victor potentially struggling in this one. Nice 2k there between Sparthouse and Lee. Bring it to a 2v3. Ansari going to be progressing here, clearing out lower tunnels. The main goal for Ansari and Nightman is to progress up mid and keep these players locked in. We've got the AWP towards A. And they're trapped. Eventually going to be getting crunched in on. And Tak and Lean are waiting for a re-aggression, but CyberMD, they don't need to move a muscle. I think what they might do is let Ansari take a fight towards long doors. If he goes down, I doubt they'd expect Nightman, but never mind. Forget what I said. They're going to be progressing through long. Oh, a run boost across, but Nightman with a missed shots. That is devastating. Flashbang going to be coming through. They do just fall back. Simple shot there for Vorane. They've got a second player. Was run boosted over, and Vorane taking so many liberties there. Clearly, I spoke about how CyberMD showing their opponent some respect. We didn't really see it in that one. Vorane really needed to value his life there a little bit. Just kind of maneuvering out in the open. All it would have taken is a crisp shot towards the bomb site, and he would have gone down. But either way, CyberMD 4 in a row. SD and Victor just on Deagles and Tex in this one. Surely we need to see a bit of a change of speed here for SD and Victor. That's 2 full buys we've seen from them now. And really not showing many signs of success. Toysera very deep here. Soft tick takes him down with ease. And oh, they're going to be progressing out long. Sparthouse with the trade. Do have another flashbang lined up. There is for Vorane, but it doesn't blind him, and he's able to find one. Searching for the second as he gets the tag on Tak. And Soft tick just from the back line, just from the top of a site, tapping away at Sparthouse. Nightman surely will be the one to close it out. Tak already tagged. And CyberMD find 5 with ease, only losing 1 life there. But look at the money of some of these players. Ansari, Vorane, both around 8-9k. The money really working, and I was wondering when we'd see this double AWP. Like the CT side of Dust is probably the map where it's kind of most prevalent to use the double AWP, and we see it here in this one. Round 6. Let's see how well it works out for them. We do have the AWP on always. No head armor though, but a lot of AK, so it's not going to be the biggest of problems. Toysera finds his first kill of the game as he opens things up onto Vorane. Ansari awaiting this lower tunnels, peeking. Oh, the swing is perfect. Oh, Sparthouse and Tak caught out in the open. It seemed as though the play was good. They wanted to flash him in, but the time it took for that flash to come through. But that is ridiculous. They lose a pick towards mid, and Ansari finds 2 in the tunnels. 4 versus 3. 4 versus 3. Look at Nightman in such a good position here. Might catch off always, but it is Toysera and Lean to try and aggress towards. Oh, Taking some control towards A. Soft Tech does find one. Nightman takes down Always. It's all on Lean. The bomb is dropped close by, but I don't think it really matters. And CyberMD, they do a great job there. 6 rounds they've found now. Something to mention, the Orcs were the ones that went down there for CyberMD. Obviously, it was a bit of a tough one. We saw Lean and Toysera take down the player holding short. Obviously, it was a bit miscommunicated whether they could creep up long. But either way, CyberMD, they do find 6. Once again, just another half buy here for SD and Victor. Things really could be going a little bit better for them. Especially, as I mentioned before, the importance of this game for them. If they lose, they go 3 and 4. And that's a situation that you might not be able to recover from. You might not be able to get playoffs. Obviously, we expect maybe 1 or 2 teams that are pushed to get playoffs with just the 4 wins. You're going to need the highest win rate, the highest round difference out of all of those 4 and 4 teams. A lot of shots fired there from TAC. You're going to be seeing CyberMD progress up short now. Just going to be going for a simple A take. I say simple because they have dropped the smokes. It seems as though they've denied a lot of vision, and that flash will keep the AWP at bay. Bomb will go down. Oh, the Molotov ticks him down for half. It's planted on the back of the bomb site. Quite an awkward plant. I think they're aware of it. Varane just holding that back of the site. Nice nade onto Toysera. Bit of a whack-a-mole going on. As always, and Lean just peep their heads up from the safety. Tackle that remains. Once again, 3 players surviving for CyberMD. Look how dominant this game has been. Look at the amount of times we've had 3 or more players surviving every single round for CyberMD. And that's what's led them to have such strong economy. But SD and Victor, you need to take a pause. You need to change things up. Things really aren't working all too well for you. Especially because it's such an important game for them. You'd expect them to really utilize those pauses. And that's something I think we really need to see from them. Without it, they are definitely going to struggle. AWP posted up on the corner. Fires off the AWP shot. Trying to get a bit of a kill through the smoke based on timing. Just me clearing towards pit here. They've got that control. A level playing field though. 5 on 5. AWP in Always' hands. Always really hasn't been putting up numbers with this AWP. But it's not just Always. No one seems to be performing. The top performer, 4 kills. Oh, simple stuff for Always. Does find one with that AWP. Bit of pre-fire aim training there for Lean as he tries to tap away at all the potential angles. But things are looking okay in this one. SD and Victor, they got man advantage. And TAC in a great position here. Finds both of them. Soft tick. All that remains still towards CT as he creeps on closer. But will get taken down, and SD and Victor, they find their first, and about time too. Things were getting a little bit out of control. But they've been able to at least find one. Nice double there from TAC. Keeps man advantage in their way. Ansari, Vorane, and Nightman. It's another 3 versus 4 that CyberMD need to deal with. Ansari before the flash, and oh, can't even find anything. 4 targets in his sightlines. It doesn't really seem to matter. And once again, Nightman, 1 versus 4. And SD and Victor, they found this new kind of found form. That's 2 in a row for them. 7 were found by CyberMD before SD and Victor could even put up 1. And now they've doubled down. And look what that's done to the money of CyberMD. All it takes is 2 rounds not going their way for the money to be in the drain. And Nightman can't even find an exit. SD and Victor potentially can spiral off this. Obviously, their money's looking fairly strong for now. Softic has invested quite heavily, but it is just this half bite. But as I mentioned, SD and Victor. Oh, okay. Vorane, you're eventually going to get punished for that type of play. Just running around middle, keeping the attention of the AWP just away. CT smokes coming through. We have got Ansari already past them. A very nice position here. Oh, but he's been spotted. Hasn't been eliminated yet, but the nade could take him down, and there we have it. Molotov as well, going to make things tough, but they don't seem to be aware of soft tick. Does get 1, and the second. Okay, that's looking good. 2 on 3 here with one of the rifles still remaining. They do drop the smoke. That is the bomb that's going to try and scurry its way back towards A. We have got Always holding the sidelines towards middle, but oh, Litovka, okay, dodges death and nearly inflicts it upon Always. Oh, Lean. Really not going to be able too comfortable now. Can be wrapping up short. The AWP is holding the lines. They are actually going to be splitting here. Bit of a risk, high reward though, as they could find the bomb. Oh, it's taking its time to cross. It's all going to be about timing. But no, is able to get on the back of the bomb site. Will be planted for sure. No kit in play. The only piece of utility being that Molotov. They need to take down Toysera, and then they can send the molly in short. Oh, they've used that final piece of util. Things aren't working out too well. Always goes for the simple flick, but they're going to drop the molly on the bomb, and that could just confirm it. They're really going to struggle, but he's pushing through. Already close on the barrel. Lean with the trade, and now it's on Litovka. No armor. No chances either. Even if you found both of them there, wouldn't have had enough time to defuse. And SD and Victor, they get 3 in a row here. Obviously, it was just the half buy there from CyberMD, but things are looking up for SD and Victor. And looking at some of the individuals' money, Lean, Always, both on 6.6. Toysera, 8.3. The money's looking great for the SD and Victor side. And now they can find their form. Oh, bit of a backstab there onto Toysera. Tack. That is your teammate, but I like how fast they're playing in this one. They're just sending out towards A. Oh, and they find the player on the back of the bomb site. Soft tick goes down. SD and Victor finally able to find these openers. And CyberMD, are they even going to give this one a go? We've got 3 players towards short from them. They can send out some util. But is there really much point? They've been so poor at converting these disadvantaged rounds, and rightly so. They're always going to be tough to try and confirm. Oh, and Spardow's so aware of the boost, and that's the type of play we love to see. And surely just going to be the save here. Four in a row here for SD and Victor. The way they're playing today, it started off very poorly. It seemed absolutely just everything was going wrong for them. And now look what they're doing. 4 rounds in a row on the T side. Really have silenced CyberMD here. And it's surely just going to be a half bite around these 3 save weapons. They've opted for the full investment here. This could be high risk, high reward. CyberMD spoke about how SD and Victor needed to find their form, need to try and put up some rounds. CyberMD had such a strong lead, and it edges ever closer. We need to see them stepping up a little bit. And now CyberMD, they've got a chance. SD and Victor have slowed things down. It seemed as though the fast playstyle was working out for them so well. But now they pump the brakes. I wonder what's going to happen. Spardaus, though, gets a very nice opener onto Ansari. Really important stuff here. As the smoke fades, they're going to be aggressing. Nightman between a rock and a hard place. There's ones towards middle. Players aggressing out of tunnels. And now it's just 3 players remaining again. And a bit of a save simulator here as CyberMD send their way up long. But I think we're going to see a hunt from SD and Victor. They've got so much money to work with. Why not go for the hunt? I can't think of a reason as why not. Take those weapons kind of off your opponents. Don't give them anything to work with. Nice setup here, though. Latovka will elevate himself up on the box. Can allow his teammate to be a bit mobile. Did he just push through the molly? Oh, what a flick from Varane. Takes down Spardaus. Toysera aggressing, but now they're going to allow them to save. Quite a disjointed kind of aggressing play there from SD and Victor. I feel like they probably should have just sent everything at it. Decided, you know what, if one of us goes down, we're all going down. The main goal is take some weapons out of their hands. Because look, they've still got so much money to work with. The approach should have been far more kind of vicious there from SD and Victor. There's only 3 more rounds of play. They've got enough money to afford going for that hunt. And I love that. Always drops the AWP. Allows the player with the better spawn. Allows Lean to take the peek, and he finds the frag. And oh, okay. Ansari with a double. 3 on 3 here, but Spardaus on the trade. 3 versus 2 now. The smoke towards CT. I still think it's going to be this A play and just leave Spardaus to not only lurk, but sell a bit of a fake. Because look at Lean. Taking this control. Yeah, and he's doing just that. He's dropping smokes. He's dropping mollies. And the retake util's coming through now. Varane, the final flash for CyberMD lined up. And there it is. You've taken the site, but no one's here. No one's home. A knock at the door and no one's answering. As they have gone towards A. CyberMD questioning what's gone on in this round. It was 3 smokes, 2 mollies. But no, they were the ones dropped by your fallen teammates. That utility was recovered from Spardaus. And it just leaves Varane with his head in his hands, questioning what went wrong in that round. CyberMD finally came slightly close there. They had a chance at a clutch, and it wasn't too far off. But SD and Victor find another. That is 6 in a row now for SD and Victor. And always getting hungry. Progresses through the flames. Takes down Varane. And SD and Victor, look how strong they've got this one. They're looking brilliant here. They've got enough to invest in these final 2. A liberty, a kind of a niceness that CyberMD don't really have in their favour. Boost coming over here. It's all about timing and always. Oh, okay. Gets a double on the AWP. Straight away confirms this round for SD and Victor. Due to the fact that CyberMD, not only have they struggled in 4v5s, but this one's a 3. And always took his time there. They didn't go for the fast boost, decided to play it slowly, waited for the players to cross to gain that intel, and then always elevated himself up, got posted up. CyberMD so sure there was no AWP holding that angle, but when peeking into it, always was gifted. And look what SD and Victor are doing now. They find the kills, and they're aware. CyberMD, for any chance into this round, they've got to take some control. They've got to take some aggression. So CyberMD just staying very passive here. And seeing as all three players are split, I doubt they're going to win the round. We're really going to need a hero here, and it could be Nightman. Swings on through, finds one, but surely going to go down here as Always finds his third. An absolute masterclass here from Always on the AWP. Yes, was slow to start, but as SD and Victor have found their form, it's allowed a player like Always to step up. And 2 on 4 here. Just going to be a save, but Always, okay, takes down Softic. On for the ace now. Eliminates the AWP, no save coming through. And Litovka, all that remains towards long. Let's off for a hunt, guys. You've all got enough to buy in the next. Always is on 16k. Similarly, Lean will be around that mark. Just send everything at it. And look at the mini-map. You can see the players going to be running it down. They're aware that Long's going to be the possibility, and it's going to be the only final place for him to reside. Okay, Litovka, you found 2, but not all of them, and that lack of a save weapon is going to make things very tough for CyberMD. CyberMD won 7 rounds in a row, and as we go into round 15, it's still not their half. They win the first 7 rounds of the game, but nothing since, and that is absolutely devastating. You've got to imagine the mentality, the approach of these individuals really going to be questioning what's gone wrong in this game. How could we have not even won it yet? This was our game in the palm of our hands, 7 in a row. But SD and Victor, they've got that mental fortitude to bring things back, and although they lose the opener, they're progressing out towards B. They want to find their second player. Flashbang coming through. Toysera just going to be backing away from the flash, but progresses into the site, and man advantage now. And oh, Tack can find some more as he takes down one towards middle. Spardhouse elevated up here, waiting for a swing, someone to progress through, and there it is. Spots him on the edge of the smoke. All on Litovka. Does find one. AK upgraded. Final round of the half hit. Litovka really going to struggle. No kit in play. 3 opponents to face. I think it's safe to say this one is done. Simple flash that. Toysera playing a bit of an off angle, but as he swings, and there we have it. 7 in a row for CyberMD. They kick things off amazingly, and then SD and Victor, they win 8. They do one better. Whatever you can do, we can do better. And now as SD and Victor switch to that CT side, you've got to imagine they're going to be brimming with confidence. But what a performance there from SD and Victor. That is absolutely amazing. I feel like what more could you really ask for? After such a weak start, still winning the half. That is amazing from them. And now it's all a question of whether CyberMD can do it once again. Whether they can put up some rounds early on. Lean. Oh, does find one, but Vorain on the trade. And that's just going to propel them out towards A. They jump in across the smoke. Antri playing anti-flash, are waiting for some counter utility. The bomb can go down now. It was just armor invested here from CyberMD. We do have Toysera's flashes. Just going to be setting his team up for success. Toysera clambering up the boxes now. Are waiting for a mid-swing, but that's the kit. That's the flash is gone. Someone's going to have to go on a bit of a revival mission there. And we're still going to have Softic in the back lines. They just need to go for this attack now. The flash is good, but with this flank, they need to hurry things along. But oh, Softic trying to play things slow, but loses life. And Nightman goes down, but no kit. Oh, they do have a kit. In fact, Tack retrieved it. SD and Victor win the round. CyberMD threw that one away. That is absolutely ridiculous. Every time it seems as though CyberMD are destined to find a round. SD and Victor, they call upon a hero. different approach from CyberMD in this one. Obviously, as they lose the pistol, but they do get the bomb down. They've opted for the full investment. They've opted for the force, opposed to SD Invicta's kind of a bit more calm and passive eco. CyberMD. We've got 3 Galils, a Scout, and a MAC-10. Not perfect weaponry, but the util on both sides is what is really lacking. This round is just going to be pure gunfights. We've got 4 smokes in play for CyberMD, just the 1 on SD Invicta. Oh, TAC goes down, and that's the bomb. MAC-10 upgraded. The lone defender towards A being lean. Currently playing in pit. Oh, Ansari! That's a bit of a risky play as he gives always a frag. He dropped the smoke towards the back of the bomb site. All 3 players on the bomb site now for CyberMD. Soft tick does find one. Sparthouse with the M4 takes down Vorrain. 2 on 3 here, but with players being very low, it's all on lean now. 1 versus 2. And as the smoke fades, lean emerges, and that is a lovely double there. SD Invicta, they find double digits. That is 10 rounds in a row for them. CyberMD scratching their heads, wondering, where did I go wrong? And as this round, as this game gets further out of CyberMD's hands, it not only puts kind of an insurmountable amount of pressure on their shoulders, it also gives SD Invicta that confidence that they've been searching for. SD Invicta in a great position here, and oh, Sparthouse finds 2 with the MP9. Oh, and always in the back lines does get 1. It's all on Litovka. Really gonna struggle here, and there we have it. Another round goes the way of Invicta. And CyberMD really wondering where did they go wrong. This is such a devastating Dust 2 for them. You look at the first 7. You take a little snapshot from there, and you're expecting this game already to be over, but never did you think SD Invicta were going to bring this one back. A mighty comeback from them, and I mentioned how important this game was to them. CyberMD, they've already got themselves in playoffs. They've already secured a spot, and it's all for seeding. SD Invicta hanging the balance. A 3-3 record, but that's what's propelled them for such successes here, and look at this. Sparthouse takes that early contact, does find 1, TAC with a double, and everything's going wrong here for CyberMD. Softic emerges from CT, can only find 1 as lean with the trade, and SD Invicta, they find a new level of form. And this is absolutely amazing from them. Not only have they brought it back, but they've emerged. They've propelled themselves far above their opponents as they've got a 5-round lead now. 4 rounds away from closing this out and giving them their best chances to get themselves to playoffs. Lean sends out the Molotov. They are going to be sending it very fast out here towards long, and Ansari could find the early picks here, but the flash is good. We need to see this back up here towards A, though. SD Invicta lose a pick early. And Toysera, the lone defender now, but the cavalry arrives, and I think that we're going to be seeing a boost up onto the top site. Definitely the play I'd make. And it's a full gamble here from Invicta, and it's definitely the type of play you need to make. You've got man disadvantage, and SD Invicta, they need to bring this one back into their control. Util going to be coming out towards long. Litovka going for a swing, but Toysera caught out in the open. We've also got a very aggressive Sparthouse here. Open play for Always. Does find 1. 2 on 4. Always needs to be the hero. And there he is. Comes alive again. Brings it to a 2 on 3. SD Invicta in such a tough position in this round, and they're making things work as TAC gets 1, but it's Always 1 versus 2 now. A very tough clutch. AWP in hand, but I think gambling. He's towards CT. The utils come through, and always is going the long way round. Doesn't have a kit, but I assume one's dropped. And he can take down Nightman as he's out in the open, just on the edge of the smoke, and always finds one. Brings it to a one-on-one. He's found 3 kills so far in this round. Needs the 4th. Soft tick in a very off angle, though. I doubt Always is going to be prepared for this, but switches to the M4. 7 bullets in the mag. Steps have been made. Soft tick surely has this one. And CyberMD, they find their first round after 13. But even though CyberMD win that one, commiserations to SD and Victor. That was such a tough round. It was a 2 versus 4, I believe, at one point. Brought to a 1-on-1, and look what that's done to the money of CyberMD. We're going to have a lot of limitations on both sides. It's the MP9 for SD and Victor. It's the Glock for Litovka. Okay. No, there is a Galil drop, but utility certainly not perfect for either side. Passive played round here from CyberMD. They don't want to give up their chances now. They've really restricted the funds of SD and Victor, and if CyberMD wanted any chance to bring themselves back into this game, it would come from this round. Round 21. Mark it in your books, ladies and gents, because this will be one of the most important rounds of the game. SD and Victor, if it goes their way, they should find 14, whereas for the flip side of CyberMD, they can find double digits. Going to be leaning towards short here. 3 players ready for the site take. Always and SD Invicta prepared for this take. Drops in towards Ram. Oh, the molly! Buns Toys error. Dropped him down to 34. We're going to be seeing a player drop into CT. That is Litovka. I don't think he's been spotted. And Sparthouse goes down. Tak, the lone defender towards B, is currently towards tunnels in a nice little off angle, but Litovka finds one. It always needs this frag, and oh, the timing's not perfect, but Lean and Tak both come alive. 1 versus 2 now for Lean against the Orb of Vorrain and the AK of Nightman. They do have a smoke to send out. We'll slow things down. Lean has retrieved the flashbang. Vorrain holding towards door. I mentioned the importance of this round for both sides. And Nightman in such an off angle here. Spots out Lean, takes him down. CyberMD find 9. And they can find double digits, as I mentioned before, as the money for SD and Victor certainly not great. Just going to be an eco from them. CyberMD, the main focus in this round is a lack of casualties. They don't want to lose any lives. They want to keep their money looking strong. They know the Orb of Vorrain's towards top middle. He has got teammates close by, so they can't really opt for a bit of a witch hunt. Can't really send many players towards Vorrain, but they do realise he is fairly low. It's going to be this long take now from CyberMD. They are sending utility. That will indicate to SD and Victor. And obviously with the USPs, they're going to take a bit of a gamble. But look at Always progressing through T-Spawn. Is currently being held by Nightman. They've got a man advantage, so they can just leave one to hold the defenses, hold the back lines. Toyzera in a nice position here. Waiting for the ramp aggression, but CyberMD, they're still kind of at the opening of long. Sparthouse tapping away through the smoke. Barely got any bullets remaining. Oh, okay. Sparthouse goes down. Molotov is good. But Tak finds one. They're aware of both of these players now. Nice shot there from Vorrain, and Softic's nade takes down Tak. SD and Victor, at least they find one. It's not going to be that great. The money's still looking fairly strong for CyberMD, but obviously 1 kill better than none. Not all too bad from them. And now we see the fall by once again for SD and Victor. No AWP on always. It seems as though it's going to be a bit of a fast pop towards B here from CyberMD. Lean flashing himself in towards long, taking all of this control, but they are going to be emerging through lower tunnels. And oh, they can catch a player out in the open. Toysera goes down. Yes, Toysera's done a lot of damage onto Vorain, but might not be enough. Now, SD and Victor not in the best of positions. They're a man down. And those CT smokes really throwing SD and Victor off the scent. Lean needs to find this pick now. He needs to find it cleanly. And there's the first. The flash will come through. But Lean trapped towards this corner. Nightman eliminates him through the wall. Vorain has been chipped even lower now. A bullet away from death. Softic does find one. Flashbang's coming over now. 2 versus 4. We need to see a kill from SD and Victor before the site takes come through. But they might lose a pick, in fact. And there we have it. Latovka finds one. Gets the second as well. And CyberMD find 11. It's going to be an absolute photo finish between these two sides. You can tell both of them want it. Just going to be this half buy here from SD and Victor. They've got that full loss bonus. Always will be on the AWP in the next. And that could just be the win condition here for the CTs. Flashbang coming through. Softic trying to take some control towards long. Nice opener there from Nightman. All of this control being taken towards A. They do spot always now. Eliminate him as well. Softic, an important kill. And look at the CTs. They're just going on a hunt for Nightman. Okay, I like it. Potentially could use their time a little better. And Nightman can escape, in fact. A very interesting play here from SD and Victor. Nightman finally met one of his teammates. Someone to hold his hand. SD and Victor with still 3 players surviving. They have got armor, and Spardouse and Tack can just upgrade to head armor very cheaply. Tack does find one. I think that 1 point of damage might make it hard for Tack to invest in armor. Doesn't even invest. Straight away we see the double AWP. And potentially this could be the difference maker here for SD and Victor. But round 25 and both teams 12 rounds apiece. The nade coming out early. Vorain getting aggressive, finds Tack towards middle, and that's Vorain spotted both AWPers here. They try and deal with Vorain with a 2-man swing towards middle. Oh, he's going to be peeking. Oh, gets the tag onto Vorain. CyberMD gonna be falling back from long now, just leaving Vorain to lurk. Lovely nade from Lean. Eliminates the AWPer and brings it back to a level playing field. Latovka, though, will find Toysera an important kill. Keys man advantage for CyberMD. And Spardouse so isolated here towards B. They're going to be splitting through. Spardouse is going to be taking some control towards tunnels, though, just in the nick of time. Oh, he's been spotted, though. Does get eliminated, and Spardouse unwise to this B split through CT. And SD and Victor might just save in this one. 2 versus 4. Just going to be playing for exits. Always the AWP in hand. The money's not perfect for CyberMD, though. Pansery goes down. We'll need a drop. And nice kills here from Lean. These picks, yes, they're not going to be helping SD and Victor in regard to rounds, but you've got to imagine it's going to be helpful in the grand scheme of things. They find 2 picks onto CyberMD. They're going to have to be reinvestments, but the money is still looking strong. And there's a pause coming through into the late stages of this one, and I wonder what we're going to be seeing here. Is it going to be an investment from SD and Victor, or are they opting for the eco? Ten final seconds for them to decide. They do call another pause, in fact. And I think it's going to be this investment. We see it very late on. Oh, okay. Always kicks things off in a grand fashion. Brilliant opener from the AWP of SD and Victor. They opt for the force, the investment here. They hang on to life, and Always is the one providing. Gets a second in this one, and look at the setup they've got towards B. You seeing a triple boost here? Oh, that's a nice looking nade. I love it. I absolutely love it. The triple boost, brilliant. They can be pushing out now, and Sparthouse does find one. Gonna be searching for another, but Toysera, his right hand, and oh, Sparthouse takes down the AWP. Oh, they're gonna save the double AWP though. They've got the opportunity to do so, and they opt against it. Definitely the right play. I agree with it. We've seen TAC looking clinical with the rifles in previous. There's no real need for that double AWP. TAC got eliminated straight away. Let's just keep the rifles in play. Bit of a cheaper one as well. And the money for CyberMD now starts to drain. They will get a buy in the next, but that could allow SD and Victor to close things out. But what an amazing matchup we have on our hands. 4 rounds left of regulation. And both teams needing 3 to close it out. Ooh, Ansari getting tagged there. A little bit of return fire onto Always. Oh, I like this angle here from Always. Just a pixel he's playing with, but he nearly hit that shot. Drops into CT. Got control towards long, so Always can slowly creep his way back towards ramp. Letovka jumping over the smoke to line it up. Util going to be coming through now, but are they still going to be going towards B? I like this. This play could work out well for them. They're going to drop a player into CT once again. It will be Letovka to try and get into that position. Flashbang coming through. He's fully blinded. He is dropped in CT though. The rotations are going to be cut off, and it's going to be this B split again. Tak and Spardaus. The B defenders here with a tough task on their hands, and Tak goes down, all on Spardaus, and he gets one. Oh, does go down though. Luckily for Invicta, we do see Latovka go down. Simple stuff for Varane, and SD Invicta going to be saving here. I love that play from CyberMD. They send the A smokes, they send the flashes, they drop Latovka to CT, and then they go for a B split, and it leaves them in such a tough situation. CyberMD, 14 rounds they found. SD Invicta now trailing. Full investment though for both sides. The money still looking strong for CyberMD. Not a similar story for SD Invicta though. And they might just be going for a fast B pop here. They have left a bomb outside, so I guess not. Ooh, always. Two opportunities there. He spotted two individuals. Going to be sending the flashbang out and potentially going to be peeking wide. Spots the AWP of Varane and eliminates. An important kill. Always has stepped up massively in this one. Ooh, always spots another. Well, he gets the tag on tonight, man, there. And it's just going to be this simple A-pop here. No flashing maneuver here from CyberMD. The lone defender being Toysera. We're going to be having Lean in the back lines very quickly, though. And Toysera does get one. Litovka with the trade. 4-on-3 here. CyberMD, they still have a chance in this round, but it's not going to be easy. Nightman trying to re-aggress here towards short. Does find the first. Needs to try and take down the second as well. We're going to need to see a masterclass here, but Litovka and Nightman, partners in crime. Spardaus now going to be aggressing from short as well. Needs to find this pick cleanly. Does find the first. Nightman, 16 HP. And they're doubled up together. Soft tick on the center of the bomb site. It's all about timing here. Information gathered on Spardaus' position. Going to be peeking out. And CyberMD, find 15. They finally brought things back in their favor. And everything's going wrong for Invicta. They fully invested in the last. And now what do they have to say for themselves? The money's not perfect. Always will be able to get the AWP out, but it's not going to be all too perfect. CyberMD, 1 round away from closing this out. SD Invicta, they need 2 to take it to OT. And to remind you, this is SD Invicta's kind of chance to get to playoff. The guarantee of playoffs is no longer there if they do lose. But a great round from SD Invicta. What an important one. They find 3 kills so quickly. Now they just need to keep as many players alive as possible. They do lose 1. Soft tick, an important kill. Going to be heading it back towards middle, but could get overwhelmed here. All 3 players have been spotted, and now it's all on Varane. Drops the smoke, can get the bomb down. Surely Varane can't win this clutch. That would be absolutely brutal. If Varane can find at least 1 more kill, that might be all that's needed. All that's necessary. Flashbang towards long. Spardaus going to be aggressing. Get the information. Oh, he certainly has an out. It's just going to be fast aggressing here. Spardaus does find the frag, but a lot of casualties there for SD Invicta. AK not being saved. Interesting one. SC Invicta, their final round, their final chance. And then we go to OT. Can SD Invicta do it though? That is the question amongst all of our minds. Aggressive play here from Always. AWP in hand. Flashbang coming through. Doesn't dodge it in time. Just going to be tucked away here. Surely going to go down the Molotov, forcing him out in the open. Needs to try and find a pick here. Does get one. Oh, and look at Nightman. Finds Sparthouse as well. 4 versus 3. We've got Tack tucked into the cubby here. We've also got Lean holding the lines towards Short. Has been spotted. Does get found by Nightman. And what a performance this is from CyberMD. They kick things off amazingly here in this game. Then they had a bit of a slowness. They kind of stagnated a little bit. SD Invicta brought it back, but now CyberMD 3 versus 2. The bomb's down. This is to close things out. Smoke dropped on the bomb site. Toysera and Tack, all that remains. Toysera somehow finds one. And now we got Tack in the back lines. Does find one of his own. And it's a 1 versus 1. Ansari, 100 HP. Drops a smoke on the bomb. Taps away as well. And he takes him down. And we're going the distance. We're going to overtime. SC Invicta, they provide us with OT. And what a game this has been. And what a game it will be. Absolutely amazing stuff there from SD Invicta. What a clutch from Toysera. Finds 3 in that round. Single-handedly keep SD Invicta in this one. Such a performance here from both sides. CyberMD started things off amazingly. It seemed as though it had all gone wrong, and then they were the ones with match point. They brought it back, but SD Invicta, great stuff from them. And now we have overtime. Forget about the last 30. Let's focus on the next 6. Because for this season, these are probably going to be the most important 6 rounds that SD Invicta play. What a nail-biting game that this has turned into. And Always searching for an opener. Doesn't go his way. Flash is good, but he misses a second. Clear to see the nerves are taking some effect. Vorrain dodges death. And he might inflict some now. Flashbang coming through. We've got Litovka and Ansari trying to take some control here towards middle. But they need to be a bit prepared for that short aggression. I say that. Both Toysera and Always ready to back away. Falling a little further. But this is a perfect setup. Always the one to take contact. The flash is good. He's going to fire off the AWP shot. And oh, Toysera goes down. Always dropped into CT. Needs to find something here. Hits the head of Ansari and keeps things level. Flashbang coming through. We've got Lean very deep here in pit. And the bomb will go down. Soft tick in a wonderful position here. Playing towards lower tunnels, going to try and cut off the rotations, but Sparthouse seems aware of it and takes him down as well. Man advantage now for the CTs. Litovka low HP, facing off against 3. And Always eliminates. Flashbang coming over from Lean will blind the players on the bomb site. He's got a nade in hand as well. Vorrain needs to be a bit cautious, and the nade takes him down, and Tack will find Nightman. And SD Invicta, they kick off overtime with this first round. Vorrain has got an AWP to work with. But if they lose this one, won't have one in the next. AWP in hand. Tries to find the opener, but no. No kill found. Litovka, that's nice stuff from them. Molly from mid, from always. Oh, misses one again. Oh, he's really struggling in the orb. That's a second shot missed, and the third. Oh, how many opportunities you need to be given always. And that is wonderful from Varane. CyberMD, they end the first half of overtime very nicely. They do find 2 rounds on the T side. Although it was kicked off from an SD Invicta opening round, CyberMD getting 2 is very good for them. Still very much up in the air though. And as we go to the second half of OT, CyberMD, they switch back to that CT side. All it takes is 2 rounds to be found here from CyberMD. And then it is all over. SD Invicta now on the T side. Will they be able to show their strengths once again? Toyzera searching for an opener here. Similarly, we've got Always on the boost. Toyzera able to back away. Perfectly timed there. A lot of util used from CyberMD to take long. They've also taken lower tunnels as Varane finds Tack. An important kill. Man advantage now for CyberMD. And this could be a perfect round for them. Sparthouse re-aggressing here towards tunnels, trying to retake that control they initially had. Util coming over now. Toyzera, Molotovs, the bomb site. Waiting to spot this player in CT, and Toyzera finds him, an important kill. We still got one towards ramp though. And now some aggression comes through tunnels. We've got Vorane posted up on the angle. Will be ever slightly out of the action though, and there it is. Always on the orb, finds Nightman. Man advantage here for SD Invicta, but soft tick towards ramp. In a great position here. Will send out the flashbang for himself. Will be blinding one. And soft tick does get one, and the second. What a round here from this individual. He finds 3. And now it's all on Always. Going to need a 4K in this round and goes down easily. CyberMD, they find 18. 1 away from closing this out now. Potentially the final round of this game, and it's been an amazing one. An absolutely brilliant performance from both sides, but CyberMD, they go the distance. They've got 2 more opportunities at match point now. We'll give them 4 overall, but they could close things out here. And now as Vorain kicks things off, takes down Spardaus, and that's man advantage now. SD Invicta. Everything's gone wrong for them now. Such a sad way for things to end. Will they be able to win this disadvantage situation? That is the question. Flash here towards short. SD Invicta going to try and take some more control here. They're aware of at least 2 players out towards long. Obviously, as they heard the initial steps and they heard the smoke tick onto Lean. Always will find one. Lean searching for a pick, but goes down to Latovka. And now it's a 2-on-4. Surely this one's now over. SD Invicta really going to struggle in this one. Such a tough situation to be in. No more smokes to deny vision. Just the singular flashbang. And now the retake's going to come through. Sending the molly now. This will bait in Ansari. They've dropped a player in CT. Tack. Gonna try and be the one to win this round. Nice find from Always. We're gonna see this re-aggression now. Litovka takes him down. And I wonder, are they gonna be prepared for Tack? I don't even think the bomb's planted for him. The steps have been made. He's been spotted, but Ansari finds him. And CyberMD, they win it 19-16. What an amazing game it was. SD Invicta showed many signs of life in that one, but they couldn't take it the distance. They couldn't close it out when it mattered. And now SD Invicta in a very troublesome position. They're currently 3-4 with their final matchup against Monte Carlo. And that could be for everything, for all of the marbles. But you've got to imagine, though, it is still going to be a very tough one for them. Currently, SD Invicta 24th. If they do win, it can put them into playoffs, but their round loss isn't good enough, in fact. Yeah, I think that's SD Invicta's chance is done. As devastating as it is, I don't think SD Invicta can make playoffs now. Such a sad situation to be in. For CyberMD, they are currently 5th. And they can be overtaken by teams like Spirit Academy, Beyond Possible, the Pandas, Viperio. But SD Invicta, I don't think they're making it. Such a tough one for them, but an absolutely amazing game. It had everything. We will have another matchup on our hands in about half an hour or so. That is Viperio versus Invictus Gaming. But what a great game. Congratulations to CyberMD. Sad sights for SD Invicta. But to make kind of the best out of a bad situation, at least they've got those 3 wins. At least they can give it another crack next season. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. We will be returning in about half an hour or so for that next matchup.